Game with 2 chances at a cool $250,000. There's even more prizes than ever before. Win Terrio. It's your own scratch-off lotto game right here, right now.
Ontario's premier maintains it was a little bit of Hollywood in the middle of suburban Ottawa. The television series Rescue 911 continued shooting in the capital today and managed to do what only the Ministry of Transportation usually does: close down the Queensway.
A dramatic car chase on the Queensway. And it's attracted quite a crowd. But the drivers are actors and the desperate pedestrian a trained stuntman. Welcome to movie making in Canada's capital.
We rehearsed the whole thing ahead of time. We know where the cars are going to be, and it's just a matter of those guys hitting their marks and mine hitting mine. If it wasn't stuntmen out there, I'd be really scared.
All right, action, come ahead.
The Rescue 911 filming is a recreation of a bank robbery and hostage-taking last March. It has meant jobs for local actors. I want to know what it's like to play the bad guy.
What's it like? Well, it's pretty natural for me because I'm a bad guy in real life, but no, actually it's fun. It's been lots of fun so far.
And it's inspiration for would-be performers. Does it make you want to be an actress?
Yeah, I'm already interested in acting, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are they? Maybe one day you can star on 911?
Yeah, I'd like that.
And for more than a dozen Ottawa police officers, it has meant learning to serve, protect, and act.
I do this for a living. Moved to Florida, California, wherever. I do this. Yeah.
So you're ready to retire to Hollywood, are you?
Absolutely, absolutely.
They're great actors. Like all policemen. Oh, better.
Still, California dreaming is likely just that for Ottawa's finest. They go back to their day jobs on Wednesday. Colleen McKernan.
Knife.
Well, Hollywood has come back to the region again. Last week it was Unsolved Mysteries shooting UFO sightings in Carp. This week it's Rescue 911 recreating a real-life bank robbery and hostage-taking in Ottawa. Newsday's Corey O'Kelly has more.
This was the scene of the botched robbery last March. After holding up the Carling Avenue Canada Trust, the armed robber fled to this office building and took 2 hostages. One of the hostages, Bob Ireland, later wrestled the gun away and the robber was nabbed. Now, one of America's biggest crime action shows is recreating the drama, and they're taking half of West End Ottawa hostage while they do. Blocking traffic is big when Hollywood's in town. Yesterday, there were stoppages on the Queensway while the show filmed the big chase. The robber is Ottawa actor Rodney Halal. Nice job, and talk about irony.
The real robber and myself worked together in a restaurant downtown. He was the dishwasher, I was the waiter.
The show's producer likes the segment because there was a real-life rescue.
It's real people that got involved and actually did change the outcome of what could have been a robber getting away.
And Ottawa's Film Liaison Office likes it because shoots like this bring big money to the city.
This particular production, for example, spent $50,000 in town between the hotel rooms they took, the catering, the car rentals, and the people that they hired locally.
Now, the show's accurate, but witness Kevin Mulligan, who chased the robber in his truck, says he wasn't sitting up like this dummy when the shots were fired at him.
I was right down on the floor talking to the floor mat about.
The crook, by the way, got 12 years in jail. At that rate, he'll be able to catch the 911 segment when it goes into reruns. For Newsday, I'm Corey O'Kelly.
Maybe just the medicine they need.
On March 11th, 1992, it was business as usual at a bank in Ottawa, Canada. Around 12:30 p.m., teller Jeff Hamilton noticed a man carrying a knapsack.
I didn't see him walking in. I just saw him standing there like, I mean, he could have been a normal customer. And then all of a sudden, it all broke loose.
Fill it up. I said fill it up! Come on!
We have all kinds of robbery seminars, and they always told us, don't be the hero. Let him run the show.
Come on! Hey! Hey!
He looked right at the guy right off the bat. He almost stood there as if to say, yeah, right, like you're really gonna shoot me, type of thing, right in the branch.
You're not gonna look at it.
I guess sometimes people react a lot differently when the adrenaline's flowing. He said he was going after the guy. I guess he went with his gut feeling and did what he thought he had to do.
Kevin Mulligan's call was taken by Ottawa Police Dispatcher Rosemarie Penio.
Emergency house? We have a bank robbery. Canada Trust. Okay, I have the suspect. He's armed. You have the suspect, sir? Suspect. Okay, where are you? I'm at the corner.
My coworker got the original call from the bank, and I was right beside her, so I was listening in. We knew what he looked like, and I also knew the officers were already on the way.
He's running on foot. I'm behind him on Kerr. On Kerr? Boyd Avenue. Look, he's going to fire at me, so...
Okay, no, don't stay away from him. Don't go close. Are you in a vehicle?
I'm chasing him in my vehicle.
Okay, just stay where you are.
He's running towards Boyd Avenue right now.
Boyd, okay.
Okay. He's blue, long coat. He's got a toque. He has the bag. He's got a gun. He's got an Uzi. He's armed and dangerous.
I wanted him to back off. I really did. I felt he was really getting himself in too deep.
What kind of car are you in?
I'm in a red Chevy van. Now, I've lost him now.
You lost him, eh?
I've lost him. He's right in behind here. Okay? I've lost him.
Okay, stand on line with me, okay?
He's here somewhere.
Don't go closer. What did you
I don't know where. There he is. The bastard is coming at me.
Okay, sir, just calm down. Where is he now?
He's shooting at me. He's shooting at me.
Shots are fired here.
He's shooting. Can't get away from him.
Okay, sir, listen to me. Just get away from him.
I'm trying. He's behind me.
Okay, drive away, sir. Sir, please just drive away from him.
I got shots all over my truck.
I was so mad. He's yelling at me to stop and shooting at me at the same time. He wants a better shot, I guess.
The man is totally bananas.
My adrenaline was flowing and I was pumped.
What's your first name?
Kevin.
Kevin, okay.
He was determined to get him, and that's when I started getting worried. I felt scared for him, and I didn't know if I could control what he was going to do at the other end.
I don't know where he is.
Kevin, where are you?
Boyd and Donnelly right now, looking for him. I can't find him.
Don't go close to him anymore, okay? Stay back. He's going to shoot at you again.
Whereabouts? I think he's headed up towards Turpin Motors.
Okay, possibly heading towards Turpin.
He's in the body shop right now.
Carly Motors?
Yeah. Look at this my truck search. Oh, he shot at me. He's going to kill me. You going the other side?
Kevin? Kevin, what's going on?
We have an officer here.
Can I have his name? Kevin.
Hello?
Who's this?
Corporal Walsh.
Pat, it's Rosie here. I can't hear you.
The constable got into the truck, and the line just went dead. I was scared because I was sort of determined this guy, the suspect, was going to shoot it no matter who. He didn't care who was getting in his way.
Considered taking a shot, but I realized that the traffic behind him on the Queensway was very heavy that day.
Constable Mike Ryan was leading the pursuit of the suspect.
If I'd missed him, there was a good chance I probably would have hit one of the vehicles in behind. The suspect went through a hole in the fence on the far side of the Queensway, and at that point I joined up with one of our plainclothes officers, Detective Pino, Mark Pino.
We were probably a good 40, 45 yards away, and it was a windy day. The handgun's just not going to do the job.
The one thing that went through my mind is that this guy is either psychotic or possibly wearing body armor. You almost seem combat trained. He's got no cover whatsoever, and he's firing back at officers, and he doesn't seem to be frightened in the least.
He's heading to the Perrier Avenue from the Queensway. He's behind the Taggart's building.
10-4.
We weren't cognizant things, what was going on inside at that point, but we knew he wasn't coming out.
.504 dispatch, we got a suspect inside, he's armed. He's got 2 hostages. We need the hostage negotiator and activate the SWAT team. Acknowledge?
A perimeter was set, and members of the SWAT team took up positions around the building. Inspector Elaine Methot was brought in to try to negotiate the release of the 2 hostages.
He was receptive when he saw that the cellular phone was being offered to him. It's very difficult to get him to settle down because he keeps shouting on the phone and does not consent to listen to anything.
Give me a car right now.
It was totally impossible to fulfill his request. It would have put the hostage's life in more danger.
Don't play with me! I want to go now!
This guy was like a bomb waiting to explode.
I'll give you 1 hour. I swear to God, if you don't bring me a car, I'll kill them both.
As we mounted the stairs, Bob just yelled at me to run, and I heard a commotion behind me.
Come on up! Hurry! Hurry!
When Bob told me to run, there was nothing else in my mind but to get out of the situation. The man said at several points that he would kill both of us and himself too.
Don't move! Stay there! I got the gun! Get in here! Get in!
The SWAT guy was telling me to come over to where he was, and I was using very graphic language, telling him that no, I wasn't going to go over there and come and get the bad guy. And then suddenly, after yelling back and forth at each other, I realized that here's another guy with a rifle. I better listen to this guy. And at that point, one of the officers that had been involved from the beginning, through the chase and everything, came running over screaming, "He's not the bad guy, he's the good guy, let him up."
The suspect was apprehended in a stolen car by police staked out behind the building.
The man was totally irrational. It was like he had no plan, and someone without a plan and total desperation is very dangerous. I felt I had no choice, that there was no option. And faced with that, I decided to fight.
If he hadn't done what he did, I don't think that either one of us would be here today to talk about it.
The suspect subsequently pleaded guilty to multiple felony charges and was sentenced to 12 years in prison. Hostage Bob Ireland and the man who called 911 on a cellular phone, Kevin Mulligan, were honored by the Ottawa Police Department.
I'm not a hero. I was just trying to follow the guy from a distance to get him apprehended by the police. And it just didn't happen that way.
Can I go west first?
No.
Oh.
I wish more people would get involved in helping us out, but I don't want to see anybody get involved and try and do our job to the point where they get shot at or get shot or hurt or knifed or anything else, because that's what we're getting paid to confront these people. That's our job. That's what we're trained for.
When it was all over and sitting in bed, I realized I could have got killed.
Girls won't hit the horse.
I don't regret trying to get him apprehended, but I do regret that I could have left my family behind. I could have left everything behind just for a crazy fool. Like, instead of being gutsy, it's actually nutsy.
For Bob and fellow hostage Marilyn Bosch, the painful memories of that day still linger.
I had just gotten through 5 months of unemployment. And then got a break. I was trying to put my life together again. When this man came in to try to take it all away, with no regard for life or anything that was important to me. It's a terrible feeling, but I have a good family, good friends. They've helped me tremendously. I was very fortunate. I get to see my family again and carry on.
Next.
I was just running really hard because I just was thinking the faster I get there, then the sooner